to the Scamslam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
I'm going to read just a smidge of it, because this, yeah. Yes. Carol was never supposed to take me. Truth is, the kids that they end up with are actually sold by the families of the children's families. Like Tina Michelle Williams, her grandmother sold her and her father knew about it. He was in on it. And there would be one other person in the family that would know. That's the difference in my situation because I was never supposed to. Yeah, she lives in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Let me just read you this one little bit. Written by Reverend Kenneth Hayden, who is Alta's nephew. John's cousin. Says, knowing your background and assuming some things about you and Jack, I feel quite sure that you would agree with Graham and myself and others in our family that we would take the liberal view towards matters such as these. In other words, we will want to be inclusive rather than exclusive. A good place to find out such information is to get a hold of the yearbook from our international conventions, which, by the way, most likely take place every August 17th or August 16th of every year. You must have missed the part where I said I've recorded conversations between myself and police, myself and the FBI, myself, etc. of missing and exploited children. Did you miss that part? They know. They've known who I was the whole time. They've known this entire time. They've known the whole time. The police, the FBI, and all that, they're lapdogs. You walk into the headquarters of the FBI building, you look up at the wall, and a big plaque. You know what it is? The pyramid with the all-seeing eye in it. Do you realize there's tunnels underground from leading all around this country? Up to starting under Washington, D.C. How do you think they traffic the kids around this country? Yes. Yeah. They control 17 countries. This is the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of the end. To expose them, to take them down, to get justice for myself and every other victim, every survivor, to end the evil, to prove who I really am. And I'm going to. Even if I have to swim across the goddamn ocean to do so, I'm going to. Someone got a hold of one of their books. In it they list the dates of children's passings. What I witnessed and what happened to me, things that are far worse than horror movies and nightmares combined. The things I don't remember are far worse than what I do remember. I remember there was one of the places that I lived with Sue in my bedroom. There, like, here's where I would be, where my bed would be in the canopy bed. That's where I ended up with the scars on the upper inner thigh, my upper right inner thigh. Let's say here's my bed, right? I'm laying, and right across from my bed would be like a platform where on the left side, if you're like sitting on the canopy bed, on the left side there were 3 to 4 stairs going up, leading up to like a landing, and there was a door. And I was told not to open that door. Well, I opened the door. And it was a long hall or a tunnel with religious painting murals on both sides on the walls. And I told my babysitter who lived downstairs. And so she checked it out. She took a flashlight and went and started. And 2 hours later, she came back and she said there was no ending. And this apartment that we lived in was upstairs. So evidently, the tunnel went I guess in between the out part of the wall and the in part of the wall. There was like a tunnel all the way around. And yeah, there was no ending to it. She was gone for an hour. She walked for an hour and then walked back. Isn't it funny how they do that? Oh my god, it's so pathetic. Isn't it? Oh, this fucking thing. I hear the train coming. It's coming around the bend. These bitches ain't gonna see the sunshine ever again. I mean, misinformation when I was exposing everything like I always have. It's what's really funny to me is they think that I guess they're gonna somehow shut me up when it's never worked before. How's that working out for you motherfuckers? Yeah, don't fuck with me. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Like, it's funny. Mass report me for misinformation when I've proven everything I said is true. Oh, I got bananaed for misinformation. I appealed it and got it back right away. Because I simply stated everything I've said is accurate and I've proven it. There's proof of it. And I got it back right away. See what they do? They can't shut me up as much as they keep trying. Hello. Yeah, you can. That's the thing. You can. Here's what I want to say. And I made a video before I knew that I got the appeal back. I appealed it, was making the video. I didn't even know I got the appeal, that it approved till I was posting, and it's probably in the process of still posting. You want to shut me up so badly, but all you do is report me. You want to? If you're feeling froggy, fucking leap. You're feeling froggy, fucking leap. Meet up, have an adult conversation. That's right, you can't because you have no cojones. The fake accounts, let's just keep, mass reporting her, let's get her banned. So you think because if you get me banned on here, like what, I won't start another account? Or like that's gonna actually shut me up or do anything? That's cute. That's so cute. Oh, sorry guys. Did not expect to do that. That far forward. Hang on. I wasn't expecting that, y'all. Sorry if that was loud. I gotta readjust how I'm sitting because I'm uncomfortable. Ugh. Like, here's what's funny to me, and I'm gonna be honest. What's really funny to me, like fucking hilarious actually, is the lack of common sense that these motherfuckers have. Okay? Everything I've fucking survived. The scare tactics don't work. They've tried everything to shut me up. It doesn't work. You know? Well, sweetheart, this is the Illuminati. What do you expect? What do you think's mass reporting me and shit? What was I talking about before I disappeared? I was talking about the apartment that we lived in with the tunnel. In the closet, instead of a closet, it was a tunnel. Remember? With the murals, the religious murals painted on both sides of the walls. That's exactly what I had been talking about for about 5 minutes. Was that apartment. Why do you think they're trying to shut me up? That apartment is in Davenport, Iowa. I think the house was like a dark red. And it was near a railroad track. Yeah. They mass reported me for misinformation when I was talking about that apartment. The same apartment where I got those scars. The same apartment. I mean, once Sue had me, I'm pretty sure that's how they were able to get to me whenever they wanted. That's what they do. They put the kids where they will have the tunnels in the kids' bedrooms so they can come and go as they please. And do what they want to us. And did what they wanted to us. When I have talked about all this multiple times, but now they know, and now they realize, holy shit, they know they're going down. Before it was different. Because, then they were trying their damnedest to make me look crazy and everything else, not realizing other survivors are speaking out and we're actually being taken seriously. The scare tactics didn't work. Doxing my address didn't work. Having me followed didn't work. Bugging my phone hasn't worked. Trying to make me look like I'm crazy, a beggar, a scammer, a hardcore rug, all that shit didn't work. Motherfuckers keep saying it. Say what you want. I don't fucking care. It don't affect me in any way, shape, or motherfucking form. You wanna know why it doesn't? Because I've survived everything that has ever been done to me. Including being sacrificed. You can't hurt me any more than I've already been hurt. Not to mention the forced birth, where they stole either one or two children I was pregnant with that I did not know, and they lied to me. I have either one or two children out there that I did not know existed. And I don't know if they're boys, girls, I don't know anything. But that's why I ended up in the hospital for 3 days with pain after that laparoscopy. The shit doesn't work with me. I was lactating. I never took a home pregnancy test. I didn't breastfeed my youngest. And they told me that I wasn't pregnant. I just had the feeling the entire time, and this entire time for all these years that I had been. I didn't take into consideration that I actually, I just had a feeling. But then finding out that whether it was one or two, the babies could have survived. So now they would probably be, and I keep saying they for some reason. I'm willing to, I don't know, I could have twins that I don't know about. I know there's at least one. Probably 19. 18 or 19 now. I don't know what year because I don't remember the year I had the surgery. And if they are alive and well, then if they do know about me, they've been lied to about me. So, to the ones who want to keep mass reporting me, you cowards that like to do the things you do to children and shit, I know you. So why don't you grow a set and meet face to face instead of hiding like the coward you are behind a locked door and then call the police, even though you're all bigger than me. You're nothing but scared little bitches. Cowards. Scared of a woman. Isn't that interesting? I wonder why. You can't take me out because if you could, you would have done it a long time ago. Just like the thing is, I know what it is. They're trying to shut me up because they don't want it. They don't want the other survivors to know that they have nothing to be scared of. Because if all the survivors realize that none of us have anything to be scared of, what would happen? Are you okay? Misunderstood? See, let me remind you, I know I still have fake supporters and fake friends, and I know some of which are part of that cult that say they're not. You know how I know? Because if your family is part of that cult, you are too. And I've known for a while. I've known for anyone to think that I haven't known who's part of that cult and who isn't, that claim that their family was, but they aren't. Hmm. And you know what you remind me of? Someone who is related to a bunch of psychopaths, like that are just like, oh, what was his name? Albert Fish. So tell me something. How much did you get paid? Not even close. Would you like to see the evidence again? Or hear the the conversations between me and FBI and that? See the little scare tactics, the lies, trying to make me look like I'm lying and all that shit? This is a rerun for you. You might want to go back to the drawing board. It don't work anymore. Well, you know, I'm so glad you're a medical professional, and I'm so glad you know about my life, right? Because I had my tubes tied, and the doctors told me I wasn't. You know what's funny to me? You keep making fake profiles and shit. How about this? When you want to come step up to me and actually have a conversation face to face, then you can talk. Otherwise, shut the fuck up because your opinion don't matter. You're just the stalker who is insignificant in every way, shape, or form. Basically, a waste of space and oxygen, to be honest. But hey, we all knew that already. So go make your other account. Ellen misunderstood. Darling, you might want to get some help. Actually, what you should do is get a really good defense attorney. You're going to need it by the end of all this. It's just another rerun. You notice? It's the same shit, different day. They've done this already. It's like, man, come up with a new storyline. You know? It's nothing new. What it is when I keep exposing more and more of the truth or get closer to the truth or say something that's the truth, that's when the shit starts. Well, we gotta make her look crazy. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. There's a bounty on my head for a lot of money. Millions. Whoever can shut me up. Whoever can shut me up, make me, silence me. They know they can't take me out because they've tried. Whoever can basically get me off the internet, make me look as crazy as possible to where nobody will believe me or listen to me. People have been paid. People have been paid money. People have been offered, I don't know how much, but a lot. My DNA is the key to taking those motherfuckers down. The motherfuckers are back at it trying to make me look crazy and all this shit again. It's the rerun. It's a rerun. First it was, it's just, they're doing the same shit, same storylines over and over and over again, trying the same bullshit over and over and over again, the same exact way they did before. Because they have no common sense, intelligence, nothing. I've already solved my own kidnapping and everything. I don't know what they're thinking or like they're going to accomplish, But please keep trying, you dumbasses. It doesn't affect me anymore. So I'll just keep making more and more accounts, not realizing that what they're doing, it's adding more and more charges that are going to be filed against them, everything, once all this comes out. Because every account will be traced back to whoever it belongs to. And once I prove that I am Catrice, what are they gonna do then? Because they're in so much fucking hot water, they don't even see it. But please, keep being stupid. So how are you guys? Well, I made soup. Ham, cabbage, bean soup. Basically, had a cabbage, diced up ham, because I bought a half a ham. So I cut it up and diced part of it up, and diced onion, diced carrots, celery, a box of chicken broth, box of chicken stock, the Montreal steak seasoning, and then roasted garlic and herb seasoning. And I cooked it with 2 bay leaves. Oh, and then the navy beans. 2 cans of navy beans. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it is. But what you're seeing, the bullshit that they're saying, this is a repeat. It's a rerun of the shit they've already said. I'm waiting for Purple Plankton and that to pop back up, shit. Linda1234, why don't you speak up? Speak up. Come on. Grow up hair. Speak up, bitch. Actually, I did email a news station that had done a report about Catrice Lee. I messaged a couple people that have connections. I DM'd another news channel in London, so I'm working on it. There's case numbers for the police over there, the slavery and exploited persons unit over there, the missing exploited children's unit over there. I've emailed Operation Butte. I've contacted, left messages. Yeah, they know about me. They all know about me. They know I exist. They know I exist. So, Linda1234, why don't you open your mouth? Are you scared? Come on. Come on, Linda. I know who you are. That's why I'm not saying anything. You'll just continue to try and mass report me and try and get me bananaed again, right? And your whole family's coming in now, aren't they? Even ones that fake their deaths. The ones that are popping up. Linda1234, Susan, Mona Lisa, and there's others that are the names are popping up. Fake accounts, no profile pictures. Come on, no, it's that family. If y'all didn't figure it out yet. Say hello to the psychopaths that are in here right now, because I've seen the names pop up. They're silently watching, mass reporting me. Why don't you tell everybody how you got me? Or why don't you just pop up? You know where I live, right? You got the cojones. Come on, let's go. See, I was actually willing to make this deal where I would tell a judge to have leniency on y'all, where they would have mercy on you. You would only spend 5 years in prison, get 5 years parole, house arrest, whatnot, be on a registry. But you would have to do the right thing, in order to do the right thing, you have to have a soul. But if you don't do the right thing, you're going to be facing either life in prison without the possibility of parole or the death penalty. So, and all you would have to do is turn yourselves in and speak up. Tell the truth. For once in your miserable lives. But that's right, you don't have any cojones. I have bigger cojones than everyone in that family. I just wear them on my chest. If you think you being in here intimidates me in any way, shape, or form, it does not. Hello. I hear that train coming. It's coming around the bend. Them bitches ain't gonna see the sunshine ever again. 'Cause they're gonna be stuck in fucking prison for the rest of their days. And when they hear that train coming, they're gonna bow their head and pray. But you know they were right when they said I do look like my dad. Well, I'm originally from another country and was abducted and brought over here. Um, I lived I've been to almost every state. I've lived in almost every state. Been homeless multiple times. But yeah, that family, the psychopaths, they're watching on fake accounts. I've seen their names pop up, including the ones that fake their deaths, like Sue. Man, I mean, what's gonna happen? I mean, Sue faked her death. What's what's gonna be the punishment for when they find out that she faked her death? Isn't there some sort of isn't that like some sort of crime? Pretty sure that it is. I mean, insurance fraud for starters. I made homemade ham, cabbage, and bean soup with diced onions, carrots, celery, bay leaves, Montreal steak seasoning, Montreal garlic herb, and roasted garlic and herb seasoning. And I said 2 bay leaves, right? And a box of chicken broth and a box of chicken stock. And I got that ready before I left. And then I put it in the fridge. And when I got home, I put it on to cook. And oh, it's good. And I use navy beans, or depending on what part of the country you're in, it's either going to be navy beans or it's going to be Great Northern beans. Mm. Do you want to see it? What you're trying to do? Oh, somebody used my name to come on here. Yeah, I know, and it's chilly here, so let's see. This is the soup. And then, let's see. Okay, and then the pan on the stove. My big silver pan, that's what that is. And it's over half full, still. Still, hell, it was like this far from the top. It was this far from the top when I was cooking it, so. And that's just like this. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it's the second pull. For some reason, why did I flip the damn camera? Jesus Christ. For some reason, this soup, for some reason, it's hard to explain. It's like, I don't know. There's something significant about this soup, and I'm not sure why. Hello. I mean, I know Joan made it, but not very often. I don't think that's it. Is it big in the UK? I don't know. But yeah, and the reason you get a half a ham is because, instead of the ham steak and dice it up, is because you can make multiple meals out of it, not just the soup. You can have sandwiches, you know, um, scrambled eggs and ham. You use food coloring and use green eggs and ham. Um, you know, but yeah, it's my second bowl. It's the simple things that make me happy. You know. So I want to ask y'all, how many of you think that right now I'm being mass reported for bullshit by them as I'm speaking, and they're getting the results back? No, uh, no violation. Well, I mean, they mass reported me for, and that's why my live ended, was because I was mass reported for misinformation. I know. They're trying everything. I know. This is what they do. What y'all don't understand is that's what they do. They mass report me for bullshit. Mass report me for bullshit, start running their mouths. The only thing they haven't done is pop up and face me. Wish house to God they wish. None of them can fucking cook. They think they can. Their cooking, especially Linda's. Linda's cooking is fucking nasty. I know I had to deal with it. Even when she wasn't poisoning me and putting shit in my food, it was nasty. Her turkey at Thanksgiving is always dry. She doesn't know how to use seasonings. None of them fucking do. And none of them ever have been able to get pecan pralines right. Matter of fact, since they're watching, maybe I should just start reading off the family recipes. Since I'm planning on giving them out anyway. Like pecan pralines or the spinach balls. Let's see. I mean, Linda has that recipe for chicken noodle soup. Then there's the recipes for chop suey and Carol's homemade lasagna, cheese balls, different types of candies, mints. Alice's recipes for banana bread and apple coffee cake and all that. Yeah, their food is gross. They don't know how to make the shit right. That's the thing. The FBI is in on it, sweetheart. I have phone recordings. I've recorded conversations between myself and FBI. They're fucking, it's all fucking corrupt. Okay, let me explain something. The recipes are great if you know how to cook right. See, I can make them taste phenomenal. Then they don't seem to know how to. Not every. Okay, you could give anybody ingredients and a recipe, right? You could say for example, take the pecan praline recipe, okay? They can't get them right. They've tried. They've tried. I got them done on the first try. Joan could cook. Joan knew how to cook. She was a good cook. I'm better than Joan was. That's been proven. I have my own recipe for fried chicken, and I've been told KFC ain't got nothing on me. Okay? When it comes to fried chicken. However, that's where the cooking, when it came to good cooking, that's where it ended. Linda cannot cook to save her fucking life, even though they lied to her and say that she can. And she knows it, but Linda's very jealous of me. Why do you think she always chopping my hair off? I mean, I'm from Germany. I'm from another country. Why do you think she always chopped my hair off? Well, let me show you. Let me find the damn picture, and you'll see what I mean when I say jealous. She was a barber. She claimed that she used to cut my hair off and have it short all the time because I didn't take care of it because I didn't wash it every day. And she always chose what I was going to be able to buy to wear. She picked all the clothing that was ever bought for me. She always had my hair like that. I wasn't even able to shave my legs until high school when a friend of mine taught me. Yeah, this is me. This is how she made me dress, how she made me have my hair. She chopped my hair off. Those are the types of clothes she would buy for me. I didn't get to pick the clothes I wanted. And then there's the things she let her stepson do to me. She chopped my hair off and dressed me like a boy. She wasn't even my mother or my family. She was so excited when I ended up. She was like 98 pounds. And she was so excited when I ended up being like 5 pounds more than her as a kid. It gave her such enjoyment. I don't think I would have been overweight if it hadn't been for those medications. Because before they got us, I was thin, I was fit, I didn't have any health issues, really, you know. Who did that? Oh, that was Linda. The one who adopted me in 1990. And the judge that approved the adoption was the same judge that married her and her husband, Ralph. I mean, I wonder what people would find if, they just happened to look up Linda McCord, Grove, Oklahoma on Google. Or, Ralph McCord, Grove, Oklahoma on Google. Or Brian McCord, Grove, Oklahoma on Google. Yes, they're the Illuminati. I was actually abducted when I was little and trafficked. I ended up in that family because I think it was because I escaped and people saw me. That's the only reason I replaced a kid. And then, yeah, you're allowed to say it, shit. No. What do you mean, do I go both ways? Am I bisexual? I'm pansexual, bitch. If that's what you're asking. But I'm in love with one. And he has had my heart for almost 5 years. And I wait for him because he's worth the wait. I don't know why that was so funny, but okay. No, he doesn't. And even if he did, why would you? God, there's so much when it comes to people's sexualities. People are so obsessed with what someone's sexual preference is. Why? Why do you care what someone does in their own bedroom with another person if they're two consenting adults? Or three consenting adults? Or four consenting adults? Or five consenting adults? Do you get the picture? Love is love, man. Fuck. Love is love. All you need is love. Ba-da-da-da. No, he actually never said that. Nor did he ever say he had a girlfriend, because he doesn't. But I love the stupidity. I don't know why. Well, that's getting interesting, isn't it?
I mean, what makes you think that you said that you were abducted and trafficked?
I have memory.
No, I seen it in 5 ships that you should.
Oh, that's from John. Oh, let's go with the first one. I have to find it because it's in my. I accidentally deleted it, so it's on my Google Photos. So I gotta find it. That was back in June, I think. Bitch, get off my thing. It was either June or July. It might have been July, but hold on. No, it was July.
Wait for the next 3 to 5 minutes.
No, wrong one. So I'm on the phone and hold with the FBI, and I'm going to record just because I need proof
Your call is important.
of
Did you
how
know
they
checks
react.
can be submitted online? Press 1.
Well, this sounds like a you motherfucking problem, doesn't it? I'm calling back because the asshole that I spoke with was very rude. Oh, you think you're this person now? So I'm not sure who I am. This is back in July. Why didn't you contact the police in Germany? Germany's in the UK. This is back in July. Keep that in mind. And she's part of the missing person UK. John? Which John? That's who I contacted. Sue's husband, John? Contact. Yeah, that recording that I started playing because I accidentally deleted the first part, which is this one. Police force in charge of her case. So I'm going to post this to you.
Submitted online. Press
for your information. I have your first name, Heather, and it says you're calling to report a missing person.
Yeah, well, not exactly. It's a long story, and I can't get help from anybody, it seems, because of the circumstances.
Have you reported this information already, earlier?
I tried, but the guy was rude with me and hung up before I could finish what I was saying because I have an email from the UK. So originally,
Sorry, an email from who?
The UK, the Missing Persons UK. So I already had it. It was confirmed to me by a few people. Someone I've known for over 20 years, and also a couple law enforcement agencies, as someone who is entwined with a certain group, that I am not Heather. I was, in fact, abducted and trafficked, and the first child that I did DNA test to see if I wasn't her, but there's a child that went missing in Germany on November 28th, 1981, and I have the same birthmark as she does, and I'm not saying I'm her. I don't know.
I don't know who you are, but I can only imagine who you were.
But they contacted.
I can very easily block you, but you
I have
just
to come
make another account. Like you do,
her name
right?
is Catrice Lee. And so I emailed.
Hold on. This person. Hold on. Are you talking about the missing child in
Germany? Yes.
You said Catrice, Katrice Lee, Lee?
Yes, ma'am. I emailed the missing persons thing because I don't have internet. I have internet. I don't have international calling. I emailed them. I gave them my blood type.
Hold on just a second. Hold on. Did you... Okay, you said something about you did DNA
with
for a different child that you were not that child, but
correct.
Now you're trying to inquire if you could be this child.
I'm trying to find out who I am.
That's
what I'm trying to find out. Okay, I have the same birthmark. I resemble her age progression. My children resemble her when they were that age. I don't know who I am. I'm trying to find out.
This is back in July. Keep that in mind.
I contacted the Missing Persons UK like it showed to. I emailed them. They emailed me back. Said that I should contact law enforcement to get, see if they could connect me with the Germany or whoever is in charge with her case. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I've contacted you guys.
Because her family was stationed in Germany at the time. But the ones in charge of it are the Royal Military Police in the UK. Operation Butte.
So I'm on the phone and hold with the FBI, and I'm going to record just because.
What makes you think that you said that you were abducted and trafficked?
I have memories.
Now, this is the FBI. Keep that in mind.
I know what I remember. It's been confirmed I'm not Heather. So,
I need to find out who I really am. That is what I'm trying to do.
Okay. I understand. I'm just trying to see. I'm not sure if the FBI is the link that you need to be communicating.
Well, I contacted the sheriff's department that did...
Now, let's pause that for a minute. She just said she didn't think that the FBI was who I needed to be contacting about me being a missing person from another country. And this is the FBI. Right?
First DNA test, that was part of the first DNA test where Tina Michelle Williams that I tested for went missing, and I got a text message back from the chief there telling me I needed to contact you guys. Because you guys are the ones, because it's international. And you're the FBI.
Of what sheriff's department?
Shelby County Sheriff's Department, Mike Hansen, chief of the sheriff's department there. Aren't you guys supposed to help with missing persons and that?
Well, I wonder why I'd be mad. Why would I be mad?
I'm an intake specialist. I'm at FBI's National Threat Operations.
Why would I be mad?
My department doesn't necessarily work with the missing person. Let me see here what we need to do, okay? Let me see what we can find out, okay? Give me just a moment.
I flat out told her multiple times to confirm I was not.
Yeah.
Thank you, Heather.
She did that intentionally.
Don't call me Heather.
I'm not Heather. I said multiple times I wasn't Heather. It was confirmed. Like,
Boy, I'm glad I'm recording this.
why would I be mad? My legal name is Heather. I don't have a choice in that until I get my identity fixed and prove that I am who I really am. They very much know. They've known for years who I was. They protect that family. The great-grandmother, Alta Hayden, leader of the Illuminati.
Looks like I may have to report them after all.
Like...
Because this is ridiculous.
I don't have a choice that right now my identity is Heather. Because I'm pissed off and I know I'm recording.
It's 5. It's almost 26 minutes.
So I can do that, you know.
Just a second. Because, you know, they're shady as fuck.
I was recording it and explaining when I was recording.
And my DNA. She didn't take them all the time. So I'm gonna have to
I was the only one here.
to the UK.
I was recording and explaining while I was on hold.
Because
This way I keep records this way. You know.
process. She comes back. Hopefully.
I'm on perma
And
hold.
this is the
I paused it and then unpaused it.
And this is what happens when it comes to the FBI. Law enforcement, FBI.
Okay, Heather, thank you for holding.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me again the letter that you received back from, was that from law enforcement in the UK or
It was
something to do with,
it was from Missing Persons
Notice
UK.
how they ask me questions over and over and over again that I've already explained
and
multiple
it's to contact
times.
law enforcement?
Yes.
Okay. So I mean, normally, you know, local police should be able to assist with missing persons. I mean, I'm not sure what the.
Well, I tried that. I called the New York State Police.
And I have
they told me,
recording
we
of
don't
that
do
too.
that. So I'm getting the runaround, and I'm not sure why.
Okay. Well,
And you were actually the second person I've talked to, because the first person I talked to was quite rude and didn't let me finish what I was trying to tell him.
I didn't know it was going to be this hard to prove who I was, but hey.
check something else here.
I mean, let me ask you something. Don't you think that that family has a right to know, and I have a right to know?
And I'm not.
If
What
I
do you
am
think
her,
the
I'm not
answer
saying
would
I
be
am.
to that? What do you think that ancestry would tell me?
If there is anything else that I can do to provide for you.
Do you know the guy who's in charge of
have
the
you tried to
ancestry
contact
DNA
the law
testing
enforcement
is actually related to that
directly in
family?
the UK instead of just the actual missing persons there? Have you contacted the UK?
I don't have international calling,
And I
but if
did
you have a
contact the
phone
UK.
number
I've
for them, I would
contacted
love
everybody you
it.
could think
And I
of
will
now.
get international calling.
If I have to swim across the ocean to prove who I am, sure shit going
I
to.
can do is Google for it as well.
Because at this, the things I've had to go through since November, the end of November, beginning of December, is insane. But I wonder why. Never mind, I think I know why. I just need a
They're
phone
the
number to
lapdogs.
contact who I need to contact, because I was told to contact law enforcement. We don't do that. You guys. And now, okay. I think I know exactly what I need to do then. I know exactly what I need to
You
do, and
need
it's
to
not going to be good
contact
for
them.
her, the FBI, or any law enforcement agency at this point.
Okay.
I can guarantee that, because I
They won't do their
know
jobs. I'm fed the fuck up.
certain people are
There's
protected, and I
reasons
know
I start
why.
recording things, and now I'm
And
recording
trust me,
every
I have
conversation
evidence of who I
I
grew
have
up
now.
with and what they're about, and I have pictures and letters and everything
This is why I record, because nobody would believe me
of what they're really
if
about.
I didn't.
And I remember what they do. And when they have their
We'll get
meetings.
this information documented. If this is something that we have any ability to further assist you with.
No, the thing is, I know here's the
Yeah,
thing. You
I have
don't
cases
want,
now, but
if I
and they
was
want to help me, but
anybody
I'm here.
else,
They can't
and
help
didn't
me while
have the
I'm here.
memories I have, and didn't grow up with who I grew up with, it would be different. You guys would help me. But because of who I am, who I grew up with, that's why. That's why I can't get help from you guys. So this is what I'm at with it, because I know who you guys protect.
Have a good day, okay?
Have the day you deserve, and I hope you enjoy your job on it last.
This was back in July. Or did you miss that part? When I said it was back in July. July 23rd to be exact. Like... Alright, let's go. What are we at? I think it was October. I think, don't quote me, we're gonna find out. That might have been September. I think it was October. What's this?
No, I see there were 5 ships that she should have survived. I actually thought she was going to fucking outlive me.
That's John,
So you're
her
saying
husband.
that
Sue's husband.
because I remember we had the meeting with the doctors. We were all in the room, and you took off because you were pissed off. So you're telling me you didn't come back till we were all gone.
Correct.
Okay, and then you're telling
Lie
me.
number one.
I
let
know
me-
that fucking hospital
So
like
you-
people have no fucking clue of skill.
So you and I never had a conversation in her room where I knelt down in front of you. We had the conversation about pulling the plug. Never happened, right?
Right.
So please
Lie
tell
number
me
2.
why, when you were drunk, you told me I murdered her. Since that never happened.
Now that happened because every time you would leave, she would start smoking. And she had no business smoking. Of course, shave was no pleasure cruise either.
It's a good thing I remember
Every
what
time-
happened. Along with the fact that I know when her IV and all that was taken out, it was not taken out until we went, and she was still normal body temperature. 4 hours after her supposed death. I know, because I kissed her forehead. I touched her. And then I wanted to see her after she was at the nursing home, or at the funeral home, and y'all talked me out of it, wouldn't let me see her. I wonder why.
She was a box of ashes. The nursing home was at the...
They did not take... They take him from the hospital to the nurse... They take him from the hospital to the funeral home. They don't do that right away.
They took her to Allnuts, and then from Allnuts, they sent her right over to fucking Fort Collins because they didn't have...
No, let's pause it right there, because, mind you, on that funeral home, right, he's saying, yes, he did. Every time he would be drunk, he said, I unalived her. Because I talked him into taking her off life support. Because I thought she was passing away. The whole thing was fake. The whole thing was faked. The whole thing was faked. She's alive. Now, mind you, let's go back to what he said. He said that they took her from the hospital to the funeral home, then from the funeral home to Fort Collins, because it was agreed, took her from the hospital to the funeral home to Fort Collins, to be cremated in Fort Collins, and then brought her ashes back to Greeley. Make that shit make sense. Make that shit make sense, please. Why would they take her, and mind you, she supposedly had MRSA. And when she was taking off life support and put in hospice, they took her out of ICU to a regular room? And then, and this is in Greeley. This is in Greeley. So they took her from the hospital in Greeley to the funeral home in Greeley. From the funeral home to Greeley, they then took her to Fort Collins, cremated her there, and then brought her back to the funeral home in Greeley. Yeah, let's have them waste all this gas to do that. Right? We went to the funeral home. And just like they would keep her on oxygen and hooked up to an IV 4 hours after death. And I asked, is she here? Right? And they said yes. I said, I want to see her. No, you don't want to see her like that. You want to remember her how she was. I used to live at Greeley. There are crematories there.
Well, at the nursing home, I know I was talking with them about the cremation.
So we know that you two have been sent in here.
When they cremate
you do realize you're giving yourself away, right?
They just burn them.
I understand that.
And part of that was because she still had...
You do know that, right?
MRSA disease in her.
So not that Val has been sent here. I'm trying to figure out. How did she have MRSA and they didn't know for... Clearly. How long was she in the hospital before she was put in ICU? See, what you do It's when they
like what, 24 hours?
expose themselves.
No, try again. You called me on your you called me on your anniversary. Told me what was going on. That she was going to the hospital.
You know what's real interesting? When I go to block somebody and I can't block them for whatever reason, it's real interesting to me. Real interesting, actually. Hang on. 39 people in here. It's not showing many on there. So, do I have a mod in here? Because, Val, whatever her name is, I muted her, but I couldn't block her for some reason. That's what's interesting. Let me make myself abundantly clear. I lived in Colorado, many places in Colorado. They would have taken her to somewhere in Greeley because there were crematoriums in Greeley.
Johnny's father.
You guys were supposed to have been here that day, remember?
It was not that day. Johnny's father's the one that
didn't
got
have
us
a car.
the train tickets there. It took us a couple days to get there. And it took a few days before we ever got the tickets. So why is it that they never found out that she had MRSA until the day after we got there, after I had seen her? And I never got it. I was right there. I kissed her.
None of us got it.
I kissed her.
We ate dinner together the fucking day before and shit.
You don't think that's strange? Do you really think she had MRSA?
I'm positive she did.
You're sure? How?
She went from, well, she was sick and she was
When they start stuttering.
Shit about
He's trying to come up with
Grandma
something.
and other people that we
Anything.
did. We went on the 15th to have our steak
And he
dinner
has
for
no
our
idea.
fucking, on the 9th.
He just said the 15th, then he changed it to the 9th. And steak dinner? She wouldn't have eaten steak, she would have eaten lobster. And she had false teeth. The bottom set were missing. She didn't eat steak. Neither did we have, my ex-husband and I did not have a car either. Yeah, when people start stuttering, he's trying to come up with everything he can think of to cover their asses.
For our wedding anniversary.
Uh-huh.
You know? And that's when I went out and talked to the nurse and said, something ain't right. And the nurse was telling me that she's been trying to take her to the hospital for the past couple of days because something wasn't right. And they took her to the hospital and they ran some tests.
How long was she in ICU before she was... Okay, how long was she in ICU before she was taken off life support? They put in hospitals.
Why?
Okay. So you want to go over this again? Because that don't make no sense.
Well, that was a lie.
She was put on life support on the 15th.
Uh-huh. You sure about
She
that?
passed away on yes.
Let's go over this again then. So let's go over this again. Because this makes no sense. She went on your anniversary. When is your anniversary?
The 9th of September.
Okay. So she went in on the 9th of September. She was in a regular room when Johnny and I got there.
Okay, well, it was probably the next day or something.
Then all of a sudden, she had MRSA the day after I see her.
They put her in the ICU. She'd aspirated first.
And I know she was not in ICU that long.
And they put her in the ICU. Remember, they fucking...
She was only in ICU for a few days.
No, she was in ICU for a lot longer than that. Remember, we stayed in the fucking thing up there, but she had...
That wasn't that time.
Yes, that was.
No, that wasn't. That was a different time. She was in the hospital.
That was a couple years prior.
That was a different...
That was...
I have to...
in September into October.
Okay.
And she was in... And at that time, when we stayed at the hotel, whatever, by the hospital...
Let's go over a few
It
things.
was when she was in the
went
regular
in the
room.
hospital on your anniversary.
Because
Johnny
I
and I
remember
did
I
not
had a
get there for
toothache
quite
and I
some
ended up
time.
going to the ER for it.
It was not a day or two later that we got there. It was not a day or two later that we got there because it took us 3 days just to get there on the train. Them not finding out, and it took a few days for his dad to buy the tickets. We were not there for at least a week after she went to the hospital. She was in the hospital for at least a week. Nor was she in ICU for a month.
We had planned that ahead of time.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Don't you remember?
We never planned it ahead of time. No, we did not.
You guys were supposed to arrive on the 9th, but it didn't work out.
No, we did. I mean, I'm sure I could get a hold of Johnny. And I'm sure he would be willing to get the records from his father as to when his father bought the tickets and when we went and everything else.
Well, let's not argue over it. This is like something I just don't want to relive. I know this much, that she was in the fucking hospital. She was fucking dying, and they fucked up twice.
I know this much. I don't believe she's dead.
First her fucking
I don't.
Popped out. She had a septic infection in her abdomen on top of the fucking MRSA.
At least that's what you were told.
Her fucking ass.
That's what you were told.
Came out again, and she got a second infection in her abdomen.
Riddle me this.
She floated up like a fucking balloon and turned fucking yellow.
No, she
her fucking
didn't.
eyes were yellow. She was jaundiced through her whole body.
No, she wasn't.
Riddle me this, Batman. Why is it 4 hours after her death she was still normal body temperature, still normal color? She was not jaundiced.
Because that was your fucking imagination, because within an hour after she died, she was
here's the problem now, because you've already contradicted yourself. You've contradicted yourself multiple times in this conversation. I'm the one who knelt in front of you in her room and said what was best. This is what we need to do.
And he was crying. He said, I don't want to let her go. I love her. I don't want to let her go.
I was the one that talked to her. I told her we need to do what was best for her. That is why every time you got drunk, you said that I murdered her. You can ask Shade, because he will tell you the same thing. Thank you for lying. You've contradicted yourself multiple times, and it's on record now because I recorded this whole conversation.
No, I should have revived shit if she shouldn't have survived.
There's more. Hold on. Oh, let's go with then we have this. This is the messages between myself and the guy who's in charge of Ancestry.com. His name is C-Y-A-T-K-I Atkins, I guess. C-Y Atkins. Says, thank you for testing, and this was July 1st. Thank you for testing. For best results, you can link your DNA test to your tree. To you in a tree. The Ancestry True Lines features will then start working for you. CA. Whatever. Then I said, I know, and then this was, I don't even know how long. I said, I know my DNA was never tested. He says, showing up as a match with my daughter, EB.
This is the guy who's in charge of the ancestry DNA testing. All of the testing for ancestry DNA. Now it says, and I clicked on it. His daughter, EB. Says, you and EB. EB's test is managed by CYAT Atkins 1. Fourth cousin or half-third cousin once removed. Parent number 2's side. Parent number 2 being the mother's side. I said, now I know why my DNA was never tested. You're related to my kidnappers. It's already been confirmed by 4 people that I was abducted and trafficked. I will, however, find out who I really am. He did read it, never responded. But yeah. Showing up as a match to my daughter, EB. Parent number 2 meaning the mother's side. The kidnapper, that family's the family that had me. He's related to them. Now, where is that? I think it's this one.
About a year ago,
First
I
it's
found out
FBI,
that I
then
was
it's my
abducted
local
and
police
trafficked,
department.
and I have had a DNA test done to find out if I was one missing child. It turned out I'm not. That was Tanya Michelle Williams from Center, Texas. But I found another child I might very well be, and the sketch of the suspect looks exactly like someone I know very well. The problem is, the child was taken from West Germany. Are you kidding me?
FBI agent hung up on me. You gotta call the police.
So that was the response from the FBI. Now I gotta report it to the police. This is the dumbest shit.
This is October.
If you have an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If this is a non-emergency, such as a noise complaint, you may call 311 or select from the following options. For a report number, press 1. For the detective squad. What's one squad?
Yeah, hi. I'm hoping you can help me. I've contacted the FBI. They tell me I have to report it to my local police precinct. About a year ago, I found out I was abducted and trafficked as a child. And I've already done a DNA test to find out if I was this one missing child from Center, Texas. Turned out I wasn't. But there is a child that is still currently missing that was taken on November 28th, 1981 from West Germany. But it was near an army base, and she was taken from a NAFI. Her name is Catrice Lee. And the ones in charge of her case are Operation Butte through the military police. I need help getting in contact with them. I know her father was supposed to have a meeting with the prime minister, is what the article said. I have the same exact birthmark that she does in the same exact spot. I have a very distinct mole on my left cheek, left side of my face on my cheek, and it looks like in her picture, if you look closely, it looks like she has one in the same exact spot as well. I look similar to the sketch of her, the age progression, and someone I know very well looks exactly like the sketch of the suspect.
So this happened in West Germany?
Yes, but the ones in charge of it are the British military police, because her father was a sergeant major at the time for the British military, and they were stationed in West Germany. They're actually from the UK.
I would start there.
I've tried. I've called. I've been trying to I've been trying everything to get this taken care of and see if I am hurt for a fact or not since finding out about her. And that it's been months. They tell me I need to get a hold of the police here, and I need you guys, and then you guys need to get a hold of Interpol and all that. I've tried